I hate my sketchbook cover. When I bought it in June 2024, I was fully intending to make it look a lot like the sketchbooks that I saw when scrolling on Instagram. I even went on a short sticker making arc, but I quickly realized one thing. I would much rather be painting. So that is what I'm going to be doing. I am going to be painting over my sketchbook to see if I could turn it into a piece of art that I actually resonate with and that I really like looking at every single day. Let's go. First things first, I need to take off all of these stickers that are on my sketchbook cover. And so I am doing that carefully with my hands and with a blade, which might not be that safe. The first two up top are my own designs, so I don't really mind if I damage those because they are mine. I could just reproduce more. However, the goose sticker in the corner I did not produce. I actually bought that from a local animal rescue society, and I was able to meet this goose in person, and here it is. I can't for the life of me remember what her name was, but I did not want to damage the sticker. I don't know who the artist is. If anybody recognizes this sticker, please reach out and let me know so I can properly credit the artist. This sticker was well made and it took a lot of elbow grease to get off, and it slightly damaged my sketchbook cover, but just slightly, but I was able to preserve it. I took off the stickiness. Here it is, naked. And now I want to paint in a circle because I think circles within squares are cute. And so I'm using my pot to outline that circle. Here I am masking it off. I'm going to want to mask it because I know it could be very, very messy when I'm painting in oil. And so I'm masking off the purple parts that are exposed that I don't want paint on. Now it's time to gesso it. We are priming it with an opaque gesso, which I love. This is my go-to gesso, and I'm just painting right over that. I'm doing 2 layers so that it could be ultra opaque and nice. And let's pick colors. So the colors I'll be using are phthalo blue, alizarin crimson, yellow, vermilion, and white. And it is right here that I find that palette knives are indeed knives. So I'm going in with vermilion and yellow to create this beautiful high chroma, high saturation orange, which I am mixing with turpenoid to create the base color that I will be painting on. So go ahead and wipe some of that excess off, putting another layer. And then I'm going to take that outside so it can dry. Here's Butts. And here are my friends. And I am leaving it right here to dry for about 20 minutes. All right, so in this time, I'm hopping on Photoshop to make a composite. I am wanting to portray my favorite fish ever, which is the black moorfish, goldfish, in space or like clouds with like stars and like bubbles surrounding it or something like that. I don't know what I'm doing. I want it to just be a surrealist nonsense mess. Sort of like my previous sketchbook from 2019, which is a dinosaur with a crown on it in some space-like landscape. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, I love it very much. And so I'm wanting to evoke something similar with this. All right, so I go in and I draw out roughly where I'm wanting everything to be. And then I'm going in with the thinnest layers of paint that I'm, again, diluting with some turpenoid. I'm going in with the blue base that I'm wanting and letting some of those beautiful oranges peek out. I'm wanting to let some of those oranges peek out a little bit because it's just such a pretty shade, and orange and blue go together so well. And so I'm starting on the clouds, which I've decided that I'm going to put clouds in as well. And so I am putting some cute like pinkish orangey sunset like clouds underneath. And at this point, they're not really looking like clouds. They're kind of looking like some sea creature of some sort, but I'm trying my best. I have a really hard time painting clouds in general, but I'm trying. And now I am beginning on the fish, which I liked the orange so much that I decided that it was not going to be a Blackmore fish. It was actually going to just be a goldfish with giant eyes, which I like even better. And I don't actually know how to paint goldfish, so I'm putting all sorts of just whatever colors in there. And going back to the clouds because they were bothering me because they just simply did not look like clouds. I didn't realize this at the time, but I should not be searching for purples using phthalo blue because phthalo blue is, little did I know at the time, a yellow based blue or a greenish or a yellow based blue. So whenever you mix that with yellow, it becomes green, grayish. And then whenever you mix it with the alizarin crimson, it was coming out this gray that I was not happy with. Okay, going back to the goldfish. Putting in the moon. Going back to the clouds again, because I was just so not happy with them. Okay, going back to the fish again. Making it really, really, really gold and using a lot of that beautiful vermilion shade, which it's basically a red fish right now. But I'm okay with it being like weird colors because again, this is a surrealist painting at this point. And so I'm not looking for anything specific. I'm just doing at this point. I'm just doing what I want to do. And so right here, I am putting in a
주번,
which is just a baby pacifier, which I hate that word. But people are saying that it looks like it just has big lips. I should not have made the pacifier pink in hindsight, but I might actually go in the future and make it not pink and make it like purple so it could stick out more. And I just want to highlight, look at these colors. I was just entranced by these colors. I was in love with them. They're so pretty. This blue, these blues against the warm vermilion and oranges just look so good in my opinion. And then I'm filling out the moon with more of that beautiful vermilion. And then I'm putting the bubbles in now. It's just so cute. They look a little bit solid at first. You could kind of see they don't look like bubbles necessarily. They just look like balls. They look like balls right now, whatever. Okay. And so I took off some of that blue so I can make more of a gradient blue. So that's like lighter towards the light source and darker up top. And then I'm putting in the stars, which I am also making that bright red, just for the sake of, I guess, like cohesiveness, so that the fish isn't the only bright, like red thing. And then I go back in and make the bubbles look more like bubbles and less like balls. It was around this point that I realized that I am missing pinks, and I'm really wanting some more pinks and purples in this piece, so I went to Hobby Lobby and I went to go pick up 3 new paints, and those would be ultramarine blue, purple blue, and magenta. So now you can see that I now can achieve these really vibrant, gorgeous purples and pinks. And I also bought a palette so I could save these colors that I love so much, and you can see how satisfying those are. At this point, I'm really not happy with the clouds, so I go ahead and remove them. I'm tempted to almost keep them like this, but I did want those pinks, so I'm inlaying some pink, making the shadows in the clouds a lot less contrasted, so a lot softer, blending them into the pinks. I put a higher chroma blue underneath there, and I just like that look. And it is now time to remove the masking finally. So here it is, revealing the purple. Some of the edges are a little bit rough, but I could fix that whenever it's actually dry. But here it is, I'm so happy with it. Bonus nonsense. During this process, I actually painted a pot for my new propagation inspired by the sketchbook painting. And as you can see, I didn't put quite as much effort into the pot as I did into the painting, but that's okay. And I'll give you just one last look at that palette because it is so beautiful. I love it so much. Here it is. So very happy with it. I think it's so cute. I do need to fix the... I do want to add like another bubble in there somewhere. And so I'm probably going to make like a little tutorial about that on my Instagram account. If you don't follow my Instagram and you would like to see that, here's my Instagram. Nobody asked for a bubble tutorial, but I am giving it to you. But yeah, I'm glad you thank you for finishing this video. If you liked this process, I have a few other videos just like this where I'm making art and going through the process. And so here you go. Thank you sincerely for watching this video, and I will see you next time.